Me for 2016, second quarter of 2016, I can't forget. He called me and my ex-manager, right? He showed me his account and he said, you've made 30 million naira. Right? In 2016, he said, you've made 30 million naira. And then he said, he knew I didn't know what was in my contract. So he used that against me. He said, you know what I'm going to do for you? He said, I'm going to do you a favor. That's what he said. At the time, he sold the car to me for 6 million naira. He gave me 1 million naira for maintenance, which is 7 million naira, right? That was the same car he told everybody that he gave to me. Like say he dashed me the car. He sold it to me for 6 million naira. Look at the year. Then he gave me money to maintain the car, 1 million naira. Then he borrowed me money to rent my apartment. Make una the year, make una nothing say all those nonsense when they talk for social media since how many years, say not true. He loaned me money to rent my apartment. I think the rent was about 1.5 million naira or 1.4. Then he gave me some money too for maintenance, like, to buy furniture or whatever it is. I think another 1 million naira. So when this guy told me that, I've made 30 million naira, he said, I'm going to do you a favor. Listen to me. He said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to split this money between the both of us. I'll split this one, then you cannot start repaying me my money for the investment. But you said, better thing the guy want to do for me. I said, okay. That was what he did to me in 2016. He split the money into two because it's 50-50, right? He split the 30 million naira into two. He took 15 million naira for himself. He gave my then manager, because my manager used to collect 15%, I think, from my money at the time. I can't remember how much my manager used to collect. He gave my manager his cut, her cut. Then he now told me the money I'm owing him. He collect the money for the car, the 7 million naira. He collect money for the apartment and some other miscellaneous money that I had borrowed from him. Bro, at the end of the collection, I didn't have any money left. That was how I started paying again. After 2016, 30 million naira, according to what my contract states, which I later got to find out. My contract states that once I pay back 50% of the investment, that is when I start getting my 50% as my, as recoup, as my gain, right? Brother, this guy did not spend 60 million naira on me. Do you understand? He has the spreadsheet. He can show the world. Let him show the world how much he spent on me. So even if he had spent 60 million naira on me, which he didn't, 30 million naira would have offset the money. You understand me? 30 million naira would have offset the money. So all I needed to do was start now gaining, right? But no, that wasn't what he did. He tricked me and said, you know what? I want to do you a favor because you're owing me some money. I'm going to split this money as our returns, right? And then I take my 50%. And then the money that you have, that's supposed to be your own now, I'm going to use it to pay the debt. Now, wait, if you watch his interview, he said, I gave her a house. I gave her a car. Like saying he dashed me house, he dashed me car. That was the things he said in his interview. He made everybody think I was ungrateful for everything that he did for me. Me, myself, I didn't know what was going on. Oh. I'm going to be very sincere with everybody. When I did that interview in 2020, I was in Benin. I was so depressed. Now, I know what I see for that record label now. I was so depressed. I didn't even really care about what was going on, to be sincere. I didn't care much about what was going on. It was later that I started to see, when I watched the interview that he did, I'm like, is this what you had to say about me? Did you forget? Like, how can you be so wicked to the extent that you change history? Like, me person just change with make a person wipe history. Now what in Jude they do so? You are wiping history. You can wipe history to people, but you can't wipe history to God. He sees everything. He does. And that's one of the reasons why I'm still alive today, because God saw what me I didn't even see. Are you understanding me? He saw what I didn't even see, and he protected me against you all these years. But I'm not going to continue to keep you quiet. I'm not going to continue to keep you quiet. I don't owe you money. I don't owe you money.
When we now finish talking about the catalog, this was now a very perfect opportunity to talk about Peter. Since I had initially told him that Peter said that hundreds of thousands of dollars that was meant for Cynthia Morgan, that he siphoned the funds, right? So Cynthia Morgan did not get anything. So I now brought back that Peter on because I would need time to investigate the Cynthia Morgan's matter, right? So I now brought in Peter's own. I now told him everything Peter told me. Then I now told him about Fino. I now said, Peter said, not only did you scam him, you scammed Cynthia Morgan and you also scammed Fino. But I didn't tell him that their plan is that Fino is going to stand as a key witness in the case in court. I only said, bros, he said you even scammed Fino of money. He said, Fino. I said, yes. He laughed. He said, me, I scammed Fino. I said, yes. Peter said you scammed Fino. And I said, okay. He said, this EFCC will arrest me now. I said, yes. He said, who pay me? I said, bros, I don't know. It's okay. Now Fino, na him pay me. Fino bailed me. Fino dropped a copy of his international passport. Fino dropped documents to bail me. Fino is my shorty. If I run, now Fino they go arrest because Fino is my shorty. He said Fino and another person. He told me the person's name. I should go and ask that person. That Fino, that this same Fino, now they say it's scam. If it's scam Fino, how Fino want to go bail? I swear to God, by this time my brain just started to do what is going on here. He said, I've never scammed Fino. I said, no. As a matter of fact, Fino, you can ask him. I be part of the people where they say he encouraged him that time with finance to start. I'm one of the people that did it. Fino is the younger brother to me. And Fino now my guy. How can I scam Fino? At this point now, I now started testing everything Peter had told me to know if he had his own side of the story, right? So I brought the first one. I said, okay, there's the one that Peter showed me evidence that you took this amount. Paul took this amount and you didn't give him this amount. He said, yes, that's true. Peter did not lie. I said, okay. He said, I took this. Paul took this. Peter took his own direct. If he can give you his email, let him give you a check. You see there. He emailed them. He collected his money direct. And he also had his own evidence. I talk about another one. He said, Peter no buy car. So after we give him money, when he take buy car, he forget saying buy car. I'm not going to, you know what, at this point, I'm not going to say anything, right? Because this is their own story to tell. But I know why I'm saying all of these things. If I talk, he will counter. If I talk, he will counter. And he had his own evidence. Then he now brought in his own story that is deep. He started hearing stories like, before I was able to give birth to a male child, if Peter won't talk to me, Peter will tell me to say, I know be man enough, even if he born male picking. I would say, Peter tell me. You know, he also had his own angle. Paul, I got across to Paul. He called Paul. Paul, talk deep. I said, okay. When I hear this man, I got to say, okay. As we don't talk for hours, he can't end with, for the catalog, when you need them, let me know. Now, to now go further to double authenticate and confirm what Jude had told me, I now called, what's his name? I now called Fino again. I said, okay, how far? He said, where are they? I said, I did for island side. He said, make I stop by in place. I called him later, answer by your place. He said, no, they're around. Say, in they come around where I did. You know what? That was how he came. When he came, I said, he said, VDM. I said, I don't know. Somebody tell me, I didn't use Jude now. I said, somebody told me that now you shine your teeth for Jude to come up from cell. He said, exactly. And this is why when you tell me, say, Peter talks here, I stand as witness against Jude, I was surprised. Because Jude not do me anything. He never scammed me before. So if in scam me, why will I shine a shorty? He said my passport, everything is there. I signed the shorty. Do you know the next thing Fino told me? Fino said, you see these brothers, you see their matter. Leave them alone. That's what he said. I can never forget. He said, Paul, Peter, Jude, you see their matter, their wives, leave them alone. Eventually, they'll figure it out. That's what he said. Eventually, they'll figure it out. So when I checked what Jude had said, checked what Paul has said, checked what Peter has said, already there's a red flag in Peter's story, especially with the Fino stain. I said, you know what? I said the best thing for these three people to do is to sit down in a place, not to settle. Everybody pour out their anger, blasting themselves. I think that would be the first start of everything. But now when this thing don't come media, right, this everybody, the kind of advice Fino will give me, now I will give her. Wait. Get the three sides of the stories. It's actually a very deep matter and a very sensitive one. As you run with waiting Peter talk, I promise you, the same feeling where everybody pretty much they get, that was exactly the same feeling I had before I met Fino. If I didn't meet Fino, I promise you, maybe all of us video this comment section now, or they talk about this thing. It was that Fino I met, and that's my ability, my confidence to even ask him about the whole thing. That just made me pull back a little and made me get the other side of the story. See, there's a danger in the one side of the story, and it is in this piece going on, you will know. But anyways, run away with that. But now, let's now know the people that want to solve a matter, and the people that just want to talk as a sensational subject, just talk, then you go move on. This is the first step I want us to take. I can get the catalog from Jude today, tomorrow, anytime. Any independent lawyer, anybody that knows about music, I'll carry the catalog and hand over to you. Do your investigation. If Jude have taken hundreds of thousands of dollars, like Jude told me the first time, he's going to pay that money. I'm also willing to put 10 million naira of my own money for anybody. You can fly the record abroad, go and do your investigation abroad. Check it. You see, I'm an evidence-based person. I'm not a sentimental person. I don't, if you tell me story from now, I go still double check. For some reason, and I'm waiting God until they save me for the longest. I will ask. I will make sure I do my own findings. So that if I did talk, I will fit talk 100%. Bro, you know, this thing, I have the knowledge of the whole story since last year. It's a juicy story where go bring views, bring likes. Oh, I didn't bother myself because it's deeper than what you see. So you honestly believe that Peter does not have his own blame? Peter is hurt, he feels betrayed. Paul is hurt, he feels betrayed. Jude is hurt, he feels betrayed. Peter's wife is hurt. Paul's wife is hurt. Jude's wife is hurt. Their children are hurt. What is the public doing? I'm not saying you should not, but you see this issue of condemnation, it's really going to be hard. You have to really be diplomatic. But first of all, let's investigate, all of us. The catalog is there. I don't tell Cynthia Morgan, come take catalog. Cynthia Morgan no agree. They say me should apologize that time, but there's no need. Everything I said in my previous video, Cynthia Morgan have not been able to counter anyone till tomorrow. I was speaking with a lawyer. The lawyer said, hey, talk about the catalog. I said, the catalog is ready anytime. I can't even remember. Did I even give him? I think I even gave him. Did I? I can't remember. I'll check my phone again. Do you understand now? The matter deep. I just like Fino want me that time. He said, you see these brothers? Be careful. Leave them. But now, what is happening now? My friend Shortcut came yesterday. He said, wait till I went to P Square now. He said, they are finding their way back. Maybe not to come back together as P Square, but maybe to finally find the root of their problem after many years. But one thing is this, all of you might later end up being wrong with the way when I don't take the post Jude everywhere, call and devil, post Paul, call and devil, post this one, call and devil. When I go Jude wife, comment section, devil, wicked, this one, that one. You might all regret it. Just the way I regretted it the first time. When I start to they tell me, when I start to see the other side. And like I said, all of them pretty much have their own evidence. They all have evidence. I'll tell you that for free. They all have evidence. And again, there are some people that have been dedicated on social media to say, VeryDarkMan, because some of them already talk, VeryDarkMan is there to whitewash. He's going to come and whitewash Jude. Bro, the only reason why you always feel like I whitewash people is because I must bring evidence to what I am saying. Or the people who they talk about, they will still be alive and they still get mouths to defend themselves if I they lie or not. The reason why they always talk these things is because all of now, crowd mentality, bandwagon. If I don't go, that's a poo. If person can't talk against, nobody want to hear that. That's not what we want to hear. So for that reason, why is he saying what we don't want to hear? He's an enemy. That's what you people have always. It happened during Mohbad's time. Until today, where are we on that matter? There's nothing I told you in that matter that has not happened. There's absolutely nothing. I told you Naira was innocent. Till today, Naira is innocent. You're just Say
it again. Let them hear you.
2016, 21st of July is the last Sunday of the month of July. And then it's the first day of the journey of my life. As that chosen one.
Let them know. It's 2016, baby.
Dios!
Madrina! Pablo! The female! Escobar, the female! I said they're mad. Education meets entertainment 2016. It isn't a joke, Abi. It isn't a play.
No, they don't. Let me tell you again. Remember that name. Remember this name. Diosa Madrina.
Madrina, one.
Diosa.
And remember this name too.